When I was first elected as mayor, one of my platforms was leadership, service, and vision. And certainly I knew that it was important as a leader to look at the candidates openly, honestly, and to select a candidate that most aligned with those principles. Chief Becker came to the forefront upon interviewing several candidates. His leadership, his vision for how we can continue to make public safety our #1 priority, and what he could do to implement new techniques and innovative ideas to keep our Portage safe. It was my priority to protect our Portage, and public safety was #1. Chief Becker just was the natural choice when we look at bringing a professional to our city, someone who has those leadership skills, someone who has the vision again to fight crime in our city and do it in a professional and a manner that protects our citizens and values our men and women of the Portage Police Department.
And I'm here because of this lady's commitment to innovative thinking, to thinking outside of the box, to coming up with different ways to protect our Portage. I left a 31-and-a-half-year career with the FBI, and I could still be there today had I opted to, but based on the conversations I had with Mayor Velazquez, her enthusiasm and her willingness to allow us to be creative and innovative convinced me that this was the place to be.
In any city, the responsibility and the credit for public safety goes to the chief and the men and women of the Portage Police Department. They certainly are the ones who are having an impact on the decreasing crime in our community, in our Portage. The mayor's responsibility is to partner with the police department, to partner with the various departments, to set policy, to work together, to provide the resources, and to continue to support their efforts so that they can realize their goals in achieving decreasing in crime and improved services for our citizens. So I certainly credit the police department, the men and women who are out there, and for working with me, and the chief of police for working with me to realize those goals and to continue to keep our Portage safe.
Well, I'd like to take credit for all of that, but the bottom line is that it starts with the mayor. And without the mayor's support and providing us the backing that we need to do the different creative and innovative steps that we have taken in the last 3 years, we really do not end up with the results we have. And then I simply funnel that support to the 60 police officers and the support staff and the reserve officers of the Portage Police Department, and they are the ones who make the difference. Now, it starts with the mayor and it works its way down. And so that enthusiasm and that support for all these different initiatives we have undertaken begins with the mayor, but I certainly credit the officers of our department for taking it to the streets.
That is not true at all. What we have seen from the recent data on the census is that the city has grown by about 3,000 to 4,000 people. But yet, what we've also seen is in the crime statistics, in many areas, crime has decreased. And that is because we, again, have placed a priority, #1 priority, on public safety. We focused on giving the men and women of the police department and Chief Becker the tools they need to continue to keep Portage safe. So I think it's a matter of perception. People just assume that when a city grows, that you are realizing more incidents of crime. There may be more reporting by the newspapers, but I adamantly state to all our citizens and to our businesses, take a look at our statistics and take a look at the reports. Crime is decreasing overall in Portage, and that is good news.
Well, and the numbers are the numbers. In 2007, Portage experienced a 30% increase in their overall crime. Since that time, in the last 3 years, each and every year, overall crime has been reduced. It's been reduced through aggressive traffic enforcement, through different initiatives that we have undertaken. And I understand the perception that with more people, there's more crime. However, that just does not pan out in the numbers. We can look at our incident reports, we can look at how many case reports we're writing each year, and those numbers of reports are dropping. Despite the increase in population, the number of crimes are dropping, and that's good news for Portage. So really, when people say, well, you have more people in the city, you must have more crime, that's really more of an issue of perception than reality, because an examination of the crime statistics each year that we report to the FBI shows a continued reduction in the last 3 years.